Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of our Satisfactory Let's Play. In between episodes, I did a bunch of exploring, which you are now watching on your screen. I had about 2 hours of game footage that I condensed down to about 5 minutes of cool things I saw and some interesting events that happened. I hope you guys enjoy, and let me know what you think of the music that I spent entirely too much time and effort picking out, which is also one of the reasons why this episode has taken so long to come out. Excuse me, sir. What exactly are you doing right now? Also, I don't know how this guy got up here, but you need to stop spazzing out, my dude. Alright, there we go. No, no, no. Alright, I'm either gonna have to kill that guy or try to prod him down to the ramp at some point because you're just being a nuisance up here. Alright, our exploration trip went very well, I'd say. Let me bring up the map here. Okay, so as you can see, I got around a little bit. Started my trip here at base, basically made a loop over to the coast here, up and around, down to the bottom of the map, back around, and then back over to our base. Let's see, let me just show you what's going on here. All of these rock-looking things are different types of nodes. I've got limestone looking like these yellowy bits. The slightly darker ones are copper nodes, the gray ones are iron, pure black is coal, and then the orange one is sulfur. Also have 2 caterium deposits right here. And the red boxes are crash sites where there are hard drives. Collected 5 of them total. And then I've got a 6th one up here that I am unable to acquire because I haven't gotten steel beams unlocked yet. So yeah, we got, it was quite a profitable trip, I'd say. I ended up collecting quite a bit of stuff. Killed many creatures. Got a lot of slugs that I turned into power shards. I actually even got a purple power slug, which was over here. Getting to that spot was quite a challenge. Now, let's see, what else did we find while we were out and about? Oh, one thing to note. I unlocked a few things as well. I unlocked the Blade Runners and the rebar gun. Both are very fun things to play with. I will show you the rebar gun real quick. Basically, it fires a huge rod of rebar, which is awesome. Very cool. And then the Blade Runners make you run a lot faster. I don't know if you guys can really tell just by watching me, but this you will be able to see and tell. We can launch ourselves incredible distances now, which is awesome and very fun. Also, I didn't unlock this until after I got back from my trip, which I'm really sad about because it would have came in handy. Also, as you guys can see, the power is off in the factory right now because I'm letting it idle just because I've spent way too much time in-game. Let's see, I've got 19 hours in this playthrough right now, and I've done basically nothing. Most of those hours were just me hanging out in-game, fiddling around with stuff, or me editing a video while I left the game running by accident. So all of that solid biomass that I collected, I have half of it left. I've already gone through an entire container's worth. So right now I'm just letting the factory idle. Also, as you can see here, I've done some more little cleanup work. I've got this all nice and tidied up. And also the factory itself, I've done some work on. It all has walls up and going here. And I also changed the way that this miner works. This miner now faces backwards and loops around and heads into the factory this way. I was trying to figure out a way to get the walls to line up with it heading in sideways with the conveyor hole through it. I just couldn't manage to figure it out, so I did the only thing that I could think of, and I just looped it around the back here. All right, let's go into the factory. Also, inside of the factory here, I've made a few changes. I put some support pillars up, which I thought looked kind of cool. I want to do this for all of my builds. Also, I'm really kind of sad at how thick these are. These are the small ones. They make a larger size than this. These are the small ones. I thought they would be a little skinnier, but maybe I can unlock something in the future that'll suffice. But yeah, I wanted to add some structural support to my buildings. You know, I don't want to make them super realistic as far as, you know, that kind of thing is. But I want it to feel sort of like it can actually you know, be a load bearing, you know, floor, you know, ceiling there. Anyways, so in the factory here, nothing inside the factory, nothing's actually changed. Although one of the hard drives that I got, I unlocked. Let me just show you guys real quick. I unlocked cast screws, which is a different recipe. It goes right from iron ingots into screws, so it cuts out the middle step here of going from ingots, the rods, to screws. So at some point, we will be using that recipe instead of the normal one, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. And I think that was about everything. My next step here is I'm gonna start working on the copper factory. So at the very end of the last video, I asked you guys for some feedback on how I should handle it. And I only got one response, which is kind of my fault because nobody watches all the way to the end of the video, and it was literally at the last like 15 seconds of the video, so that's on me. What I'm gonna do is, I think I'm just gonna build the copper factory here, you know, roughly where the copper node, I actually didn't put that one on the map, it's over like right here or something. So we're gonna build the copper factory like up here or over here, and I'm gonna bring this copper node down and over. And also, I mentioned before that I thought there was 3 copper nodes down here, but there's actually only 2, and they're impure, so I don't know if I'm actually going to use them. So, I'll think about that also. But yeah, so I'm going to go start working on that. I'm going to see where exactly I want to lay out the factory. So while I was percolating some ideas about how to build our copper factory, I came over here and I hooked up the copper node, and I built ourselves a nice little conveyor line heading over to the future site of our copper factory, which I have laid the foundations down for. So let's head over there and start constructing, because I think I have an idea. Alright, so this factory isn't actually going to be that big. Uh-oh. No. I don't want another one of you little bastards, you big bastards stuck in one of my factories. Go away. Let's get rid of this guy right now. Shoot. Get out of here. Alright, as I was saying. Alright, so I know we're gonna need... How close do I want to build this? That. So I'm gonna need 4 smelters. So 2 for this miner, 2 for that miner. And then what I would like to do is I would like to bring the end product out this side and heading down towards our other factory. So I'm gonna send the ingots up to a second floor where they're gonna be produced, and then shipped down that way and out towards bins somewhere where they can be collected in the future for future use. Alright, so we're gonna need a second floor. Where do we want to do that? Let's see, is that gonna leave me enough space? Yeah, I don't think so. Right, hang on. Right. Get up on our second floor here. You know I have a thingy for this. Now, I don't want to interfere with our miner here, but we are going to be coming back over. I actually want to make an overhang, and I'll do some cool supports or something holding this part of the building up. But yeah, this factory actually isn't going to be that big if it all works as planned. So I can actually get rid of a lot of those foundations later. But yeah, so the end products are going to come back this way a little bit and then come up. And then we're going to have all of the constructors here building all of the things they need to build. So, the copper sheets, let me see how many of these we need. Copper sheets are 20 per minute, so we're going to be making 60 ingots for them. So we're going to need 3 machines for them. Let's see here. I want to try to bring them as far forward as possible. So, actually, I might even be able to go over one more tile. Yeah, we'll do that. Go over one more. But so their outputs go out and down to the ground somewhere. Alright, so I need 3 machines for them. Over one? Yeah. Alright. Idea of what I'm doing here. So, I'll have their 3 machines, 1, 2, 3. Because I'm gonna need a lot of space for the copper wire as well. Let's just do it like... Let's see, we'll leave this space free for the splitters and mergers. Oh yeah, we can do constructors right on this line here. Alright, so that'll be the 3. Wow. Man, that guy is loud. Holy crap. Copper sheet, copper sheet, copper sheet. And then I'll have a merger here, bringing all the inputs together. Okay, so, and then they will go out that way and down. Now, next thing on the agenda. Probably don't need that. But I need 4... I'm gonna need 4 constructors making wire for us, and then 2 of them are gonna have to make cable. Okay. I think this might work out just fine. Yeah. So. Floor here. Yeah, do I? No, it's too close. So I will build their constructors here. 1, 2. These guys connect up and go that way. And then 1 and 2. You guys hook up here. And you guys are gonna make cable. So you guys make cable. You're just gonna bring your product out this way. And then you're gonna end out this way. So cable. Will that work? Like, can I squeeze these over even? Do this. And then have them merge and go into that one. And I can move you over. And then I can have you guys merge and then send your... That means I can move you up. So that's actually, no, that's too close for you. You there, you there. What am I? Oh, I'm encroaching. What am I encroaching on the miner? Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Go back one more then. Build you there, build you there. And then I'll have your output merge up and go down here. Alright, so the copper wires will go down there. And then these two guys will merge up into there. Okay. I like it, and it's not a very small factory, honestly. Right, I'm doing all my math right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, now I just gotta figure out how to hook all this up on the other side. Okay, if I did everything right, this should work. So this comes up here. This is gonna go in here. Split you up here. Splitter. Bring you up here. You off. There. Split you there. Alright. That's that one, that's that one, that's that one. Bring you up here. Connect you to there. Push you output 10. Okay, so this will all work on a Mark 1 belt. What was that? There. Right, theoretically, that should all be the conveyors hooked up properly. Let me get some power to these dudes, and we'll see what happens. Oh, actually, the power's off anyways, so even if I did get the power up, I couldn't tell. So connect you to you, connect you to you, connect you to you. I think that's all of them powered up. Miners hooked up. I just gotta hook up smelters here. Okay, that should be everything. And yeah, I made, yeah, this factory is actually tiny. This is awesome. I made this foundation way too big. Well, that's alright. It means we got plenty of room to expand in the future if we need to. Right, I'm just gonna run over and fire up the power plants, and we'll give this copper factory a whirl. I ended up just throwing some biomass burners down here to power just the copper factory so I could see if it'd run alright without having to turn the entire factory on. Just because I didn't want to waste the biofuel. So it looks like everything is functioning correctly. I only had one little problem that I'll point out just in case anybody else is doing something similar. When I made these conveyor lifters, it didn't actually connect to the smelter, so I had to put a belt in between, like a tiny little belt in between them, and then that connected. Same thing with this one. So just make sure if you're building conveyor lifters like that very close, they won't just automatically hook up to the smelter. You need to actually put a belt in between. But other than that, everything looks like it is flowing properly and being made at 100% efficiency. So with all of these, I'm gonna lift them down below. Well, I'm not gonna lift, I'm gonna lower them down below and put some bins down there. I also think I'm gonna remove the hub from over on that side. I'm gonna bring the hub over here, and all of the outputs from that building I'm gonna put in bins coming out over this side, and then I'll have all of my goods that I'm producing right now all in this little area here. Also, another thing to note is right now we are not producing any copper plates because I did the second reinforced iron plate assembler. So those two nodes over there, I think will have to be a project I do in between episodes. These are just impure lines, so it's only going to be 60 iron ingots, but I can get two, so, you know, so that's still, I can get 40 iron plates a minute out of this thing, and I can have another little tiny factory over here, or I can just bring the belts down and then I can hook them into our factory over there somewhere. I haven't really decided yet. Next episode, we are going to be focusing on getting towards tier 3. That will be our goal, and then getting ourselves a coal power plant set up so we don't have to rely on biomass anymore. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed. That will be today's episode, and I'll see you again next time.